everyone. Welcome to the Bitch Bible Podcast. I'm feeling alive. I'm feeling cozy. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and I have a hair mask in. Okay. Also, I was just like reflecting on the footage and, you know, I've never really thought of myself as a beauty queen, although with just 13% more effort, I can really turn it out. And if you'd like to see that for yourself, because I think I'm much cuter in person, thinner, cuter, like spunkier, sassier, and so much nicer. Make sure you go to thebitchbible.com/tour and get your tickets. I will be in San Francisco on Tuesday, wild, the 21st at Cobb's. I wonder if they serve a Cobb salad. Here's hoping, baby. I love San Francisco. That's going to be so much fun. That venue specifically, I have not been to in years. The last time I was there, I ruined a friendship and never looked back. And then I will be, that's another story. I will be in Nashville, I think on November 3rd. By the way, I could be getting all these dates wrong, which is perfect. And then I'll be in Atlanta, November 5th, and in Los Angeles, November 15th. And I have special guests for all of these shows. The best thing ever is that I said that for Irvine because I had like 30 tickets left. We were like 89% sold out, which just kills me. So I started saying like the week of, I was like, special guests, get your tickets. There were no special guests. There were never going to be any special guests. I just said that to sell more tickets. And you should know that about me, because I'm a sketchy cunt. Anyways, get tickets to the shows because I think you'll be delighted and tickled by my gaunt frame and just like cute vibes. And I am busting outfits, baby. Outfits. People keep asking me, what are we wearing to the tour? It's not about you. It's about me. You can wear whatever you want. Like if I was going... I just did the pajama thing for one too many shows. 10 shows in polyblend pajamas. Raymond Padilla sent me the funniest text message after I posted my sad little thirst trap outfit write-off picture on Instagram last week. He was like, thank fucking God, if I have to see you walking around in one more pair of like polyester Shein unsteamed pajamas, I'm going to blow my brains out. And I said, thank you for your feedback, sir. Noted, cataloged, and we're just not doing it moving forward. So yeah, that is that. I'm also probably going to get Botox because it's been a while. And I've just been on like a really toxic TikTok algorithm about like lower bleph surgery and like lower facelift and how to do the jawline and the gua sha, the facial brushing. Now we're not using a stone anymore. I'm not sure if you saw this. It's like a brush for the face. It's too many things. I just need to get injected fat and nasty because I do need a little... Things are sahanking and I'm like chill with it. I'm in my single mother era yet again. Andrew left for London on Saturday and we'll be back Saturday. And then it's a fucking wrap. Andrew is supposed to be gone. Okay, this is just like how different men and women are. And yes, we're going there. Get ready. Everybody, woke Wanda, listen up, turn this one up, okay? And Andrew is, I hope he never hears this because I don't want him to get too comfortable or like give him any public praise, but he is an incredible dad. Like he is so hands-on. He's flown alone with Clyde like 3 or 4 times. I would never do that. I didn't change a diaper for the first month of Clyde's life. Not lovely to say, but it's the truth. He is boots on the ground, making French toast, making banana pancakes when I'm gone. Like I have no qualms or reservations about his ability to like take care of child. But about a month and a half ago, we're going over just kind of like end of the year travel planning, okay? Because I'm traveling, he's traveling. And I always know that with Andrew, the end of the year, these months, October, November, are always really busy. He's trying to finish albums. And you know what? We got to keep the lights on over here. He's a working man, and I am in full support of him going, flying, getting on a bus. Just give me hits, bitch. That's what I say every time he leaves. Okay. I say, you better come home with a fucking hit or at least 4 album cuts. Otherwise, we're going to have some fucking problems. And he always does. Okay. He goes in, he delivers. We're happy. Yay. Cartwheels in the dead grass of our lawn. Okay. But he says to me, he's like, it's going to be a little crazy. Let me know what you think. So he starts giving me these dates. I start cataloging. I say, Andrew, so you're going to get on a bus for 10 days, go to Nashville, finish this album for 5 days. Then you're going to go do a camp in London in the Cotswolds. He's going back to the Cotswolds. God forbid. Then you're going to go finish that for a week. Then you have to go into London for 5 days and then go back to a different countryside with a different artist for 3 days to get a vocal cut, and then you're going to fly home. I start counting the days. I go, Andrew, are you aware that is 26 days of straight travel? He's like, oh, fuck, really? Well, I could fly back. I go, Andrew, no. And I never say no. I said, 26 days is like a whole fucking month. That's like the month of February. You can't be gone that long. And he's like, no, I don't want, by the way, and I should mention, he doesn't want to be away ever. And he always wants us to come. And I'm like, you want me and Clyde to be uprooted for 26 days while you bop all around the world? No. It's not happening. So I put my foot down and I said, Andy, Jackie's saying no. So we came back for a week. So now he was gone for 10 days and he was gone. It's all good. It's all good. Okay. It's the work. It's the work. But meanwhile, I said, if Andy's going to work, Jackie's going to play. So on Saturday, I had a solo staycation in Santa Barbara. I went to the El Encanto. And I was there during COVID, but I haven't been in years. It is so charming. It's so romantic. It's like just this beautiful little oasis in Montecito, like over the ocean. And I had the best time. I always get upgraded when Andrew's not there. When I'm not with child and not with husband, it's like they feel bad for me. So write this tip down if you're ever, considering solo travel. Upgrades are far more likely when people feel badly for you. And I had like this gorgeous bungalow with like a full wraparound terrace, like prime for the pickin'. Full 360 ocean views. I was by the pool. I like being in the hub. I don't want privacy. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm out on my robe, literally like I am like the manners. Like I'm like the lady of the manor. Okay. Like fucking Dorinda Medley in the Berkshires. Okay. Tits out. I don't even drink coffee. I am sitting on that porch, like having a cup of Joe in my hotel robe with an eye mask on. Everybody that walked by, I started noticing, I'm like, why am I waving to people? Like, I don't live here. People kept walking to breakfast. I was like, good morning. Good morning. Have a great day. See you later. Thank you for coming. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. Welcome to my home. Yep. Dessert wine is out. Thank you so much. And I'm just sitting there waving. I'm listening to music. I have all my windows open. Then I go and sit in bed and watch Real Housewives. I have all the windows open. People are walking by. Hey, girl. Hey, good to see ya. Have fun. Have fun. Enjoy the steakhouse. Like I'm giving recommendations. What am I doing? So sad. And then I went to the Heim show on Saturday, which just is such a beautiful experience. The Santa Barbara Bowl is just like set in suburbia, in the mountains, in the trees, by the beach. It's so calm. It smells good. It smells like, you know what it smells like? Montecito. You know what Montecito smells like? Money, honey. And I'm just standing in my platform sneakers, swaying, singing my heart out, trying to harmonize with the girls. I had 2 martinis and a pepperoni pizza at Bettina in Montecito. Sat next to Sophia Richie, by the way, who is gorgeous. And I'm always like looking to see if people are drinking. I didn't really get a good look because I was trying not to be creepy. But it's like the first thing I do. I'm like, are they drinking? What are they drinking? I get so excited when I see a celebrity like having a margarita. especially if there's like 2 margaritas, because I'm like, ugh, so fun, so frisky, so fuckless. Like, especially like at a pizza place, like that gets me excited. I want to see people eating and drinking. Like, love that. Anyways, went to the Haim show and just had the best time. It is like the most connected concert. It's crazy. I'm sure you guys have seen, if you're a Haim fan, like those TikToks about people. Like, it is the most connected show. Nobody's on their fucking phone. I saw like 3 people on their phones. Everyone is just so locked in. They're so good live. I said to Esty Haim the next morning after the show, I said, listen, thank you for having me. I had the time of my life, like climaxing, singing. But let me tell you something. If I'm not 2 glasses of a beautiful South Italian region Super Tuscan on Friday night with a drum set, like one singular drum banging away to the Haim album, I'm not living. Okay, I'm burning my house down. When they get on those fucking drums, like this is what happens to me. 1.5, I'd say 2 solid martinis. I'm like, if I just focused for 35 minutes, okay, and I put my AirPods on and I put on a Haim track, okay, and I get a drum and I watch the video of them drumming, I feel like I could pick it up. Could I? Absolutely not. But I want to be a Haim sister banging on that fucking drum in some type of a leather clothing article that I see it for myself. I have no musical talent. And then, you know, when you take, because obviously present princess over here was taking some videos, you know, when you listen back to a concert video and I was like, now I'm in it. Now I'm literally singing full volume at this concert. So embarrassing. And in my head, I sound amazing. Like I can, once I'm a little loose in Montecito, I'll start harmonizing with these bitches and it doesn't sound very good. And I am singing for my life. I was not alone at the concert, but I could have been. My cousins came down and we all went to the concert together, had a great time. But like there was a point in time where maybe they couldn't go or they were tired, not feeling great. And I was like, I'm good to go. Like I will go by myself. No fucking problem. It's so much fun. Women, do it. Do it. Please. I'm a simple gal, okay? Give me a luxury hotel, a beautiful martini, and a concert in Montecito in the hills, swaying tay in the wind, and a drum kit. And I'm off to the fucking races. Totally reset. Came back yesterday. Had the best time. Now, we're almost halfway through Off-Brand October, and I'm getting you a makeup tutorial. You're getting a fusion chili on the horizon. Granola, you betcha, Iris. But I thought just to commemorate Off-Brand October in all of its misery, I would do a sad, broken, Ask Me Anything episode featuring Jaquiqui. So I did a call to action on Instagram this morning. Hopefully. Oh, cute. Oh, man. Oh, man. I had my nanny take Clyde to his gym class today, and he's like, somehow he's like learned to do the worm. Like he saw it somewhere and thought it was funny. And now the flashing has turned into like this salamander, like dead trout worm. It's not, he needs a little finessing, but he's been hitting it pretty hard and it's getting a good laugh. So now everywhere we go, Clyde does the worm. And she just texted me like the worm was a huge hit. Okay, here we go. If you were single, what would you be doing? Everything. If I was single, what would I be doing? Honestly, if I had Clyde, I'd be doing exactly the same thing. I would never go out. I would be home. I'd be like, come to me. But I would be like facilitating some form of trysts. Like I would be pretty heavy in the text messages, like reaching out to people that I trust to do like a setup. But I don't know that I would fare well on an app, and I'm lying. That's not true. I would fucking kill on an app. Would I get on Raya? Probably. But I don't know. I probably would just like let him come to me or like facilitate some type of like really, really verified matchmaking. You know what I mean? And I would just be like tormenting Andrew. Like, would Andrew be dead or would he be like with someone else? Because if Andrew was dead, I'd probably be probably milk that, the young widow routine and have like people feel sorry for me. And like, I'd probably like write a book and then do a tour where I'd come out in like a black veil and like we would just show pictures of Andrew to Sarah McLachlan. And I'd be like, I will. Oh my God, but he has a great life insurance policy. So maybe I'd just like fuck off and go on vacation. But if he was with someone, I'd dedicate a lot of time to ruining their lives. Just like for fun, like even if it was my fault, like we got divorced because it was my fault, because let's be real, if anything ever happens between Andrew and I, it's 100% going to be my fault. All my friends, we talk about this all the time. Like it, without a doubt, it would be my fault. And he'll never hear this, so we're good. But regardless, even if it was my fault, the dissolution of my marriage, I would spend a lot of time trying to fuck up whatever his new relationship with whoever was. I imagine, like I always say this to him, I'm like, if we get divorced, I imagine he's going to be so jaded and jilted and traumatized by like the Dissipitation. I love when I start using words that don't exist just because I can't think of like the simplest one. Just like the ruins of his beautiful home life, that he would like, it would really fuck him up. And then he would have to be with someone like really, really simple, like an ombre. I can see the hair. I can see it. It would be like she would never know to finger comb her waves. And it would be like a chestnut with like blonde pieces in the front. She'd drive a Jetta. And she's probably like finishing cosmetology school. And like her dream is to like, do lashes. I don't know. I see this for him. And always with like a flat, like a flat boot to the knee. All she wants for Christmas is hunter boots. It's all she's wanted for so long. Infinity scarves and just like very, I don't know. That's what I see for him. Anyways, what would I be doing? This, basically. Favorite London hotels. The Connaught is best martini and just like so beautiful and charming and the best location. And that's, oh, you're looking so gaunt. Eat a burger. Thank you. I'm going to Venmo you for that, because the truth of the matter is that I am carrying extra fluff, insulation in my midsection that I never had before having a baby. But strategic dressing is very important. Okay, so let's focus. I'll use me for an example, but apply this to your own life and your outfit kind of, what is it called? Like an outfit strategy. I'm carrying weight in my boobs, side boob, and just like midsection. So my legs are kind of my thing. They don't really fluctuate that often. I'm always going to have skinny bitch legs. So I would like to highlight those. Now, I have found that the more fake hair I put in my head, the smaller and more snatched my jawline looks. So currently I'm a bald rat, but situationally we put some hair in the head. Okay, that makes everything look, it makes the neck look longer and leaner. I put a big jacket on, a bulkier, like padded, structured jacket, sweater, button down, whatever, tiny, tiny skirt, and lots of leg. And then the eye goes to the leg, and then that's the outfit strategy for me moving forward. So get ready to see a lot of femur moving forward. Best and worst hair housewife edition. I mean, Lisa Barlow has the best hair, and the worst hair, I mean, Gina's got it together, but it's not great. And also just Orange County in general. I mean, Heather Dubrow is fine, but like there's a lot. We need to learn how to finger comb, and like we never need, okay, write this down. This is very important. Nobody needs an accent braid unless you are 13 on a Carnival cruise, okay? Or you're having a My Little Pony birthday. Nobody over the age of 20, and that's honestly 18, we never need an accent braid from you. If you're at the dry bar, you want to add a braid for $15, you say, no, We're not doing that. It's insane, and we just can't trust it. I don't care if what did Lisa Barlow say with her 2 braids and her 1 smoky eye? She's like, oh, it's like very K-pop demon hunters. No, it's not. It's not. It's a choice, and it's a bad choice. Is your fireplace in your boudoir real wood or faux? It is a wood-burning fireplace and a gas fireplace, I believe. But like, I'm not chopping wood. Okay, Taylor Swift, like there's no wood. But my neighbors have one, and it smells so good. And I open the windows and I just pretend because, yeah. How often do you sauna? I sauna like 4 or 5 days a week at 150 degrees for 30 minutes. And I feel incredible after. What's crazy is like, a couple days ago before Andrew left, we went to Mastro's, and I had the butter cake, I had martinis, I had like a beautiful ribeye, I had the mushrooms, I had the potato, I had fucking everything. Okay, I was living it up. Cue Ja Rule. And the next morning, I'm like, I couldn't open my eyelids. My rings, like my fingers, my little sausage fingers were fighting for their lives. And I was like, I got to go sweat it. I got to go sweat those taters out big time. And, there's like a piano player with a fedora, and I'm starting to sway and having the best time. I'm like, let's get the butter cake. And I could taste it the next morning. I was sweating so profusely. I could taste every bite of every food. And then I just felt so much better. A lot of these questions are so redundant. Like, you're not doing your listening skills. Like, you need hooked on phonics because you're not listening, because we've beat a dead horse here. What is your honest opinion on life of a showgirl? Here's the thing. I think it's good. I think it's a good, easy, tangible listen. Am I miffed that there is 27 versions for sale of an album in less than a week? I do think that there is maybe pause. I'm not saying this for Taylor, maybe Taylor's team, that maybe we just pause and read the social climate and consumerism and the abuse of consumerism, and why do we need 27 versions of the same album? But then you get this cover, and then you get the audio notes, but then you get this, and then but now she's in orange and now she's in green. And I'm a fan, truly, but I do think 27 versions of an album feels like not the right time in history, in a financial climate. Like, what's the motive? Is it, one thing I respect about Taylor Swift is that I think that she wants to win, and she wants to be the best, and she wants to be the biggest. And, even though wish list, do you want to, I think, yes, now she would like a driveway with a basketball hoop. Who's got a driveway with a basketball hoop? This suburban Sally. Okay. Ding, ding, ding. And it's so funny how like people are glamorizing. Like, I saw this video, by the way, 57 people that I follow, specifically people I went to high school with, like, posted this video of like, meanwhile, the biggest pop star in the world wants everything that you already have. And it's like the lyric from Wishlist, like, a bunch of kids that look like you got me thinking about a driveway and a basketball hoop. And like, we're always romanticizing stay-at-home mothers, and we should. By the way, it's the hardest job in the entire world, and they are modern superheroes. It's so true. But Taylor Swift might want the driveway with the basketball hoop and a bunch of kids on a block looking just like you, but she also wants to sell more albums than any other bitch on that block and tour the world and live the life of a showgirl. So she wants both. Let's be so real for a second. Like, let's zoom out a little bit. Okay? Thank you so much. I think it's good. Is it my favorite album of hers? No. Do you want to hunt me down in my driveway with the basketball hoop for saying that? Okay. It's not my favorite one. A 1989, fucks me up. Bop after bop. I love it. Okay. All Too Well 10-minute version. Give it to me hard and nasty. I'll fuck with Reputation. I think there's songs on Lover that Lover, when I hear Lover and I look at Clyde's fat little face doing the worm, tears. It's okay. We're going to get through it. Don't assassinate my character. Like, it's wild. That's how I feel. Is it a burden to be this funny? Can I tell you, every day of my life? Yes, it is a burden. You know why? Because it's like a different language. Me and Max, I was talking to Max on the phone for like an hour and a half yesterday, and we were just like, you see the world in a different way. Like things aren't off limits. Things aren't that serious. There's just such a different way of metabolizing life when you're deeply funny. And we don't know if it's like actually a sense of humor thing or if it's just full delusional. We don't know. And two things could be true at the same time. But when you hear a story and you're a deeply funny person, you hear it differently, okay? Empathy is different. Storytelling is different. Grief is different. Sad things are different. Funny things are different. Everything is different. This is so pick me. Like, I'm not like you. I'm different. I'm funny. And things are just like not that serious. And there's a quicker rebound rate than people who are deeply serious and perhaps not funny. And I'd like to just say this. Not everybody needs to be funny, and not everybody should be funny. If everybody was a little fucking clown, the world would be an insufferable place, okay? I have friends that are like very serious and very not funny. And they have so many other gifts that I don't have. They're smart, they're empathetic, they're interesting, they're knowledgeable, they're curious. I don't have those gifts. I'm just a hoot and a half, okay? Sorry. And it is a burden. So thank you so much for asking. How do you keep it 100 without Andrew divorcing you? Okay, this is the secret to life. You have to marry someone that loves you just a little bit more than you love them to keep the power dynamic righteous in the home. And Andrew's not funny, but Andrew has like an amazing sense of humor, and he just gets it. Like, he's very durable. He's lived a lot of life. He's not a pussy ass bitch. He's not sensitive. And he's very entertained by all of the things. So it just works for us. Like, I know that I would be a very difficult person to be married to for like 99.9% of men. But that's why I didn't marry them. And that's why I married Andrew, because he tunes me out, by the way. He completely, like, I see it. He disassociates like 50% of the time when I really start going for it, because sometimes I just have to. It's a muscle that needs to be worked. And unfortunately, Andrew is the recipient a lot of the times. And he thinks it's funny, and when he doesn't think it's funny, he'll look at me like, I know where the line is with Andrew. It takes a while, but like, he'll look at me and be like, that's enough. And then I'll like be like, nah, it's never enough. I'm gonna kick it up a couple watts. But then I don't, and then we just like move on. You know what I mean? Because it happens so often that it doesn't hold a lot of value. What are we drinking? Jenna, hi, my name is Jackie Schimmel, and I only drink one thing, and it's a vodka martini. Where the fuck have you been? When people ask me questions, I'm like, are you good? Are you okay? How dare you? Richard is still alive. Thoughts on Friendsgiving? I mean, okay. If your friends are your family, it's called Friendsgiving. Gobble, gobble. Sure. Have your friends over for Thanksgiving. That's great. What kind of fucking question is that? Am I going to do a Friendsgiving? I mean, maybe, probably. Is it my whole personality? No. Am I going to do a cornucopia tablescape? Well, who knows? Favorite city, place to visit, and why? I can't. It's fucking Paris. We all know this. Oh my God. Oh wait. This is what I wanted to talk about. See, stupid question. Great segue. So I will be gallivanting to Paris in December, and I always want to go alone. Like, that's always the mission statement. That's always the agenda, because there is something just so soul resetting about the quietness of being alone, about shopping alone, meandering alone, dining alone, drinking alone. And I make a really conscious effort, because it's just so cliche when I'm alone not to be on my phone, because I'm trying to be, chic and Parisian and present. Wait, and I'm none of those things, but I'm just performatively trying. So when I go to like drinks and when I go to dinner, like I sit there, I always go to the American bookstore by the Louvre and I buy a book that I have zero intention of reading, but I bring it along as a prop, you know, because I'm like, I read, I know how to read. Look, I'm reading my book. I'm having a cocktail and I'm reading my book. I was talking to Heather amidst her cancellation a couple weeks ago, which has blown by. It's a thing of the past. And I said to her, she's like, when are we going on our next trip? I'm like, well, I'm going to Paris. I know you're probably busy because you never stop fucking working. But I'm going to Paris these dates. And she's like, great, I'm coming. And Heather is easy for me because she knows she needs her downtime and I need my downtime. Okay. And we move quickly and swiftly and we're not like bringing our ring lights and like doing glam. I'm like, I need an hour and a half to get ready. It's very much so like, let's be in the lobby in 20 minutes. Let's go have some drinks and call it a fucking day. And we travel beautifully together. So I'm pretty sure, you know, the silver lining of Heather's cancellation is now your girls are going to Paris together. So I called her last week and I was like, how do we feel about going Dutch on a Birkin together? Because I think it would just be such an amazing friendship memento. And like we've both said, we're not Birkin girls. Would I take a green crocodile one? Yes. Heather's like, I want a bright purple ostrich one. So then we came to the conclusion that maybe we are Birkin girls, but we just want like really tacky Birkins, which defeats the purpose because we want the opportunity and we want the flex because we're so just tacky rats through and through that like if we had to get one, if we were offered one, we would want the most obnoxious, colorful, tasteless. Like we're not getting like a black with palladium hardware. You know, we want like green, pink, purple, some endangered species leather. But do we want to spend that kind of money on a bag? Not really. Are we even going to have the option? No. But I think if we like pool our luck and both try to get leather appointments in Paris after like a boozy lunch. Maybe we go to Lulu. Maybe we get espresso martinis, a cacio e pepe, and then we get some Aperol spritzes. We go buy like some matching Gucci bomber jackets. We roll through to Hermes. We both try to like find our target. We sink our talons in. We ask like, hey, do you have a leather appointment? Do you have purchase history? Not really. Cool. Maybe one of us gets it. Then we get offered a bag. We ask for a wild color. Then the price tag comes. So we're talking whatever it is. Then we go Dutch and then we're sisterhood of the traveling ostrich Birkin. What would be funnier than Heather and I going splitsies on a Birkin bag? It's like you get the holidays, you'll get Christmas, I'll get Hanukkah. We put her in her little bag. I mean, because we trust each other, we love each other. It would just be like such a friendship memento. So stay posted for that. Sorry, we're back. I had to ask my sweet angel if she could turn her Bible study group off speaker. It's every day. It's unbelievable. It's every day. I'm like, hey, sorry. Would you mind? She brought all of her iPads today. I love her so much. I'd take a fucking bullet for her. Anyways, what were we saying? What does a day in the life look like? Well, let's just do today. I woke up with Clyde. I made him French toast. And don't you fucking forget it. Mother of the year, tell everybody you know. I made him some French toast. Our nanny came at 8. I went and took a sauna from about 8 to 8:30, showered, put my clothes on, called Andrew, called my sister, called Max, little coffee talk, little shit talk to get my day started. I had an iced matcha. I also had a piece of French toast. I did my NAD shot in my upper thigh, not open to any feedback or traumatic stories about how I'm going to get cancer from the NAD, not interested in any of that. Then I'm doing this. I will record my podcast. I will go probably to, it's Monday, so most sushi places are closed, and I'd like to top up my mercury for the day. So I'll probably go to Sugarfish in Calabasas because it's the only sushi place that's open on a Monday. Get a little trust me, go to Bristol Farms. I'm going to make a curried lentil soup later. Then I'll probably tootle around. What do I need to do today? I'm going to go pick up some glutathione from Erewhon, those little packets. And then I'll come home. Clyde goes down for a nap. My nanny will leave. I'll do a little Pilates at home and then wake Clyde up. I'll probably take him to like a playground or like an indoor playground if it's raining. Then I'll come home, make dinner for Clyde, make my dinner, make soup. Is this all very interesting? I might take a jacuzzi, and then Clyde eats dinner. I put him in the bath, put him down around 7:15, and then I will pour myself a glass of wine, sit on my sofa, get in my pajamas. I do take a shower every day at 5 p.m. Second shower, get in my pajamas, and then put Clyde down, get on my sofa, have a beautiful glass of a Super Tuscan, maybe a Nebbiolo, and then I will have my curry lentil soup. I will have a little square of hum chocolate with the cashew butter. I'll run the bath. I put my magnesium bath salts in, and then I put in my PEMF light therapy mat in my bed, light my fireplace, go take a bath. I have like my little magnesium BT fountain drink chilled by the bedside in a carafe. Normally Andrew does all of this for me, by the way. He sets up my mat, he lights my fireplace, he runs a bath for me every single night. When he's not here, I bravely do it for myself. So I'll take a bath around like 8:45. Then I get into bed at like 9:15. I lay on my PEMF mat. I watch my stories till about 10, and then I take a Unisom and one of those like GABA chewable pills to like calm the brain, drink my magnesium drink, and then baby goes night night, and I do it all over again. But that's like Monday. I'll also go, because it's Monday, I go to Trader Joe's, and then I go to Bristol Farms, and I get one flower from Bristol Farms. I get like the free floating orchids, and I cut them, and then I put them in I make little floral arrangements for my whole house on Mondays. It's funny because it's true. I need flowers in every room of this house. It's just my little rain woman tick. Like, I can't exist in a space without candles and fresh flowers. So I'm a very fiscally responsible woman these days, and I used to get like a floral delivery every Monday, which was like really extra and really fabulous. But then I was like, we need to let's dial it back, Shimo. Like, we're not like Meghan Markle over here. So on one week I'll do them myself, and then the next week I go pick them up from my place in the valley, and they're so much cuter when they're from the valley, but whatever. So that's today. Tomorrow I'm getting a lymphatic drainage massage, which I'm very excited about. I've never really had a real like rough and tumble one. You know what I mean? So this place is intense. It's like 2 hours, and you're supposed to walk out of there looking like fucking Matthew McConaughey in Dallas Buyers Club. That's what my goal is. So I'll keep you posted on that. Would you ever do special forces? Of course not. Like, can I say something to you? Like, not in a million years. And I don't trust any of those celebrities. I just don't. If you really need the money, okay, fine, go girl. But like, if you don't, why? I don't understand why anyone would do reality television unless you need the money. I just don't understand it. It makes no sense to me. I would never do it. I'm pretty positive if times were tough and like my star was dwindling and I really needed some extra cash flow, would I be a friend of with extreme parameters? Maybe, like way down the line, but now, and even then, it's almost like 100% no. My friends would ruthlessly bully me. I wouldn't want Andrew on there. I wouldn't want my son on there. I'd be amazing at it. I've always said it, but no, I don't have a calling for it. It's not for me. No. Special forces is a fuck no. Under no circumstances. I don't even want to, like, I don't want to go camping. Like, there's this place. This is like very, very micro niche and disgusting. There's this hotel that's in Santa Ynez. It's a very nice hotel. It's expensive, okay? And they do all of this like on property horseback riding and archery, and people love it, okay? I went there once. There's no TVs in the rooms. They're like these little cabins, and there's a pool. You can take like a horse ride up to a lake. There's wakeboarding. There's all these activities. I don't give a fuck about activities, okay? Me no likey activities. And there's no TV in the fucking rooms. And that felt like camping. And my dad has been trying to plan a trip for us to all go back because he's like, Clyde would love it. He can play with the animals and he can go horseback riding and archery and this and that. And I'm like, I don't fucking care. I don't want to go camping. He goes, Jackie, it's not camping. It's like a 5-star resort. I'm like, there's no TVs in the rooms. No, I'm not fucking going. I don't care. I don't want to. So would I go on special forces? Never. I'm not going camping. I'm not going to a hotel without a TV in the fucking room. It's not happening. No. Thank you for asking. Oh, I did get this question a lot. Why did you not go to Vegas to see Alex and Heather? Well, first of all, I love Alex Cooper and I love Heather McMahon. They were there for the Unwell tour, or the Unwell like Vegas event. It was like a whole weekend and everybody and their gay brother was there. Listen, I've been touring. I do not take it personally at all. So many people are like, are you and Alex Cooper beefing? Why weren't you at the Unwell tour? I've done her show before. I had a great time. You know what? That's the way the fucking world works. Not everybody gets invited everywhere. And there's no beef. There's no reason. It's all fucking good. I swear to God. Like, can you imagine what a loser would I be if I was like, hey girl, by the way, that's a funny text to send. A couple weeks ago, I was talking about how me and Max and me and my sister, our favorite thing to do is like draft awkward texts to people. So like texting someone who didn't wish you a happy birthday that you're not even friends with, like, hey girl, like, hope you're well. I just like, I'm sorry to bother you on a long weekend. Like, it was my birthday last week. I just wanted to make sure we were good because like you never said anything. Hilarious. Nothing brings me more joy than that. Like, I'm getting tickled just thinking about it. It would be so funny. Imagine I send Alex, maybe I should do it. Maybe I'll do it and then I'll talk about it next week. She would think that was funny. She has a good sense of humor. Imagine I sent her a text and I'm like, hey, Alex, like, tour looked amazing. Like, hope you're well. Just wondering. Just make her so uncomfortable. Oh, it'd be so great. Please don't, like, let's not get creative. This is why I won't march for you bitches. Is everything good? Ooh. How bored are you? Stop. No, it's not that deep. I already did one of her shows, okay? And like, honestly, it would be redundant. It's not a big deal. There's no beef. I think that last week with Michelle Collins, she had said something about like, I was giving her a compliment and I said something about like, I think you're the most underrated, or under-celebrated talent. And she had said something about, female podcasters and like hearing the gears work. And if they don't have those cards, and people were like, are you talking shit about Alex Cooper? Absolutely not. I will always name the puppy. If I fuck with people publicly, I fuck with people privately. So there's no way, like when I talk shit, I will name the puppy. I always do. And I always have, period. And I'm someone that historically roots for the overdog. I love when rich, pretty people win, and I always will. I will be doing cartwheels on the sidelines, and I have a lot of detriments. I have a lot of terrible personality traits, but one that I do not carry is any I have no comparative jealousy ever. I really truly believe that everybody, like, I don't believe that everybody gets what they deserve. I wouldn't say that, but I think winners win and losers lose. And that is the Schimmel-Haas mantra of the household. And one thing, I think about this a lot. What kind of loser, like, why her and not, why did she, oh, and people do it all the time. People do this all the time. Like, are you mad that they got that and you didn't get that? Can you believe? Yeah, of course I can fucking believe it. And I celebrate it. Of course. Like, I feel like the luckiest person in the world. Truly, truly, truly. I feel like I'm so fucking lucky. And I think that a loser mentality, which I talk about all the time, is a why not me thing, or like, yeah, I was a little bummed. And people like normalize saying that. I don't want to normalize that on this podcast. I think you can, my de facto goddaughter, who's 6, almost 7 years old, she said something recently that struck me. She said, feel your feelings, but don't ruin the vibe. And that is so true. Like, you can obviously, like, you can have a thought in your brain, but thoughts are not facts. And when you ruminate in stupid thoughts, you become a stupid person with a stupid life. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, that's not fair. Boo-hoo, bitch. Boo-hoo, bitch. And when you operate as someone who feels lucky, it's the lucky girl syndrome. And if you feel it and you live it, you attract it. So there's no beef, baby. There's no beef. People are so annoying. Everyone loves to like pit podcasters against each other. It's so wild to me. Like, what are we doing? Do I have beef with any other podcasters? No, I kind of get along with everybody, which is very off-brand October. Oops. What else? Need the black leather skirt, top combo, link it, girl. Nicole, I did. It's Cabazon Gucci. It's outlet Gucci. Head to toe outlet Gucci for the Irvine show. And you gotta love that about me. Your feelings on Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau making out on a yacht this weekend. I think yacht is generous. That was my takeaway from those photos, if you haven't seen them. It looks like a Long Beach catamaran, if I can be so cunty for a second. Best everyday leather shoulder bag. My favorite bag that I have ever owned is the Bottega Veneta Hop bag. I have it in like this, I think the color is ice cream. It's very expensive. So that's annoying to share, but it is my favorite purse that I've ever owned. It is so comfortable. It is big. I have the large size. Moving forward, I'd probably go down a size because it's just overly capacious and very stupid, very cumbersome. But it is so comfortable. It's held up gorgeously. I love the colors, and it's my favorite bag. I was in Madewell recently. Just going to let everyone sit with that for a second. I was in Madewell recently, and I bought 3 pairs of jeans that I absolutely loved. I bought a mixed metal belt, which I think is a pretty good bang for the buck. I bought some t-shirts, and what else? I bought like a few things. I was pretty happy with it, okay? And I noticed they have some beautiful bags. I think the leather looks really nice. The suede looks really nice. I was looking at some of their flats that looked really nice, and I was very impressed by the quality. So if you haven't heard of it, I love that I'm like the first person that's ever heard of Madewell. Also, like J. Crew, I fuck with very, very hard. I love J. Crew. I just bought this like long trench coat in this baby blue, like a barn jacket that I can't vouch for it yet because I have not received, but I fuck with J. Crew very hard. I fuck with Madewell very hard. I bet they have beautiful bags, and now we've said it. Relatable Rhonda reporting for duty. Thoughts on Venmo culture? Listen, do I use Venmo? Of course. Do I make sure that shit is very, very private? I've said this for years. My little kink is going on Venmo and looking at public Venmo transactions. I think at a certain point in life, okay, and this has nothing to do with socioeconomic standings. Okay, this has nothing to do with it. I think when you have a friend and a rhythm, I think it's easier just to kind of like, I got this one, you got the next one, or whatever it is. The transactional $3.50 for the berries that you bought them at the farmer's market. Like, I just think if you're close with someone and you spend time with people, develop a natural rhythm. I don't like to see adults, by the way, especially rich adults, because there are a couple people that I see on Venmo that I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? A, keep it to yourself. B, like, are you serious? Like, you went out to a coffee with a girlfriend and you're going to hit her up for it. Just feels very weird. It feels very weird to me when I see couples doing it. It's so embarrassing. Keep it to yourself. Like, I don't know. Me no likey. It makes me uncomfortable. Jackie, what makes a great hostess? I'll tell ya. The most important thing is that you're comfortable in your house. There is something so toxic, so atmospherically annoying when you go into someone's home and they're nervous. You can feel it. You can sniff it. You can feel like they're shifting and they're fixing and they're futzing. When you walk into someone's home and they're chill and comfortable, then you're immediately comfortable. That's rule number one. So if you're a nervous host and you don't like having people in your home, just don't host, because it's never going to be great. No one's going to leave your house having a great time because it's palpable. When you're nervous, they're nervous. And then it's just a clusterfuck, and you can never really fix that. There's not enough florals, wine, music, or anything that can fix a nervous host. It's just contagious. So first rule of thumb is, if it makes you uncomfortable, don't fucking do it. Let somebody else take it over, because everyone will have a better time. You need to sacrifice the moment. Secondly, you can't be too precious with your things. Now, my home is my fortress. I collect like weird, one of a kind little like trinkets and things, but nothing is that important to me. Like, everything is important to me. Like, do I spend an obscene amount of time like curating a tray? Of course. Like, do I go to the Pasadena Antique Center and get on my hands and knees, head, shoulders, knees, and toes, like pilfering around to like look for a figurine? Of course. If it breaks, am I going to freak out? Absolutely not. That just gives me an opportunity to go find another one. So if you're having people over on a regular basis, like, just understand, comprehend, and metabolize the fact that like somebody is going to spill wine on something. Somebody is going to leave a ring on your marble countertops. Somebody is going to clog your toilet. Like, we just have to understand that that is what happens and get the fuck over it. Once again, if that makes you deeply uncomfortable, if you are going to have a nervous breakdown because somebody left a Diet Coke on your Calicut Viola countertops, we move on. Like, just pass the baton to somebody else that doesn't give a fuck. Also, vibe is everything. Lights need to be low. Music needs to be on. It's the first thing I do when I go into anyone's house. If I'm close to them, I'm like, I start adjusting lighting concepts, okay? Because we can't have the big lights on. We need low lights. I don't care if someone is coming over for like a snack, like it, under any circumstances, like I make sure my lighting concept, Andrew knows how to do it. We had a contractor come over just to like take a look, because we were getting like some quotes for stuff. When the contractor came over, I had all the sconces on. I'm lighting a candle. I'm readjusting the florals. I just like things to present well, and I want people to feel warm. I don't want people to walk into my house and feel like they have to take their shoes off, or that they can't sit down on something, or like everything is so... I just want it to feel like a warm hug, okay? And I think music is crucial. I have multiple playlists ready to go. I have like more of a vibey cocktail party playlist. I have like a daytime playlist. I have a dinner party playlist. I have like a more female-centric playlist. I have a more male-centric playlist. Like, if it's Andrew's birthday dinner, we're playing different music than if it's my birthday dinner. Or if it's like a holiday party with family, we're playing different music than if it's like a friend's party. We play no kids music in this house. That's very important to me. I don't want to insult Clyde's taste levels by putting on like the Blippi soundtrack. If there is a soundtrack to Blippi, like we're not doing that in this house. Candles, good smells. Also, I saw someone put this on TikTok and it really stuck with me. They said that once a month, you should air out your whole house, like open every window and every door for an hour and just like let the house have fresh air. Which like we have a lot of like, we keep the doors open all the time. So like, I don't know if that's really necessary, but think about it. It's kind of a nice thing, especially like after a rain. And you know, you want your house to like smell a certain way. So like I still have 713 Trader Joe's tomato leaf candles, which was like my summer scent. And now I'm moving. I got to find a more woodsy scent. So I do have like, obviously, you know, we've got the Le Labos, we've got the Diptyques. I also love the Jenny Kane candle. I forget which one it is, but I love a Jenny Kane candle. No scented candles in the kitchen. No scented candles in the kitchen. No scented candles when you're like at a dining table. It just throws everything off. Like when I go to someone's house, this screams ill-informed, okay? When you go to someone's house, okay, and it could all be absolutely lovely. And you sit down at a dining table and they're lighting like a Diptyque Bays candles, uninformed. Why would you want that strong of a scent with your food? It makes absolutely no sense. Like, learn a little, live a little, do a Google search, get on TikTok, get on Nancy Meyer's TikTok, and like metabolize these tips and tricks. Always have snacks too. You always have to have like a couple go-to things. Mine, I've said a million times, you have like a hunk of nice Parmesan cheese, some type of a nut. What about the nut allergies? I'm not friends with anybody who has a nut allergy. So if I did, I would pivot accordingly. I have a friend that's allergic to olive trees. I had a beautiful olive tree in the home, and she's like, if I go into your house, I will go into anaphylactic. You know what I did? Well, it just naturally died, and then it wasn't a problem anymore. But yeah, just the olive trees, not olives. I do like a Castelvetrano, like those good green pitted olives, and then like hunks of cheese. You just break it up with the knife, and then you drizzle it with a little olive oil, a little pepper, and then a bowl of nuts. And if you're feeling really nasty, which by the way, available at Target, I'll fucking link it in the newsletter, Magnolia Home by Joanna Gaines. I bought this triptych 3-bowl like aperitivo set. It was like $19. I thought, that's fucking adorable. Because was I at Target last week? Yes, I was. Mother of the Year. Don't you fucking forget it. Tell all your friends. And I thought that's a beautiful little tray. Like, am I on the hunt for an antique sterling silver aperitivo, like triptych tray with 3 little bowls? Always. But in the interim, I have a Joanna Gaines one. And you put a little olive, a little nut, and a little cheese. And if you're feeling really crazy, you get a zester. You find a lemon or you find an orange and you zest over the olives. A little fresh citrus. Okay. And then I personally always have a bottle of everything that my friends like in my house. My dad loves tequila. I always have his fucking tequila. Gloria loves shitty Cabernet. I always have a bottle of shitty Cabernet. You can give her the good stuff. It's lost on her. She wants, you know, Safeway Selects, Vaughn's, $13.99, like Josh Cabernet, and thinks it's unbelievable. So we go like cheap Cabernet that I don't display, but I keep it for Gloria. My sister likes a chilled red or a rosé. We always have it. You just know what your friends like to drink and always have it around in back stock, in the garage, whatever. And those are my hot tips and tricks. What a time. Time flies when you're not having any fun. Just kidding. I had a blast and I hope you did too. Please give us 5 stars on iTunes and make sure you go to thebitchbible.com/tour to buy tickets. San Francisco, Nashville, Atlanta, Los Angeles. I'm never coming back. Definitely not with this tour. So I'd like to finish off the year with a bang. There are tickets still available, but not many. And that is not a marketing ploy. Not many. So please go buy your tickets. And I'm going to just fuck off now. Bye.